means it's time for Morgan and Friends' lazy Sunday afternoon, quote unquote, productivity sprint, where sometimes we're productive and sometimes we're not, but we always bring snacks. With me today, I have Doc Coleman. Hello.
Hello.
Sako may or may not be joining us. I saw that they got back from 2 weeks of Penzic, which is
And a
cosplay camping in the heat of August in in Pennsylvania. So, and they almost fell asleep on the way home yesterday, and they haven't seen their husband in 2 weeks. So, they may be reconnecting and resting and recuperating. But if they show up, I'll be happy to hop them
yep.
on the stream.
Sako is always welcome to join us. Otherwise, we shall soldier on anyway.
Some of y'all joined me earlier today. I started streaming at like 1 with horrible audio because Restream decided that it needed to share the audio of muted tabs and reverb on top of reverb on top of reverb. And like, I couldn't hear it because all my tabs were muted so I wouldn't get the echo.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, you hear like a static noise? Clearly that's the rain from my spirit city, which does have that sort of noise, but not at the ear assaulting level.
It wasn't so much of a static noise as it was a building roar.
Yeah. It was atrocious. So like if you watch the restream, just skip 90 minutes in.
When you finally fixed it.
Oh, and the first time I went off on break, I forgot to turn on my audio. So it's just me talking at the camera with no audio
Oh, lovely.
for like 3 minutes until somebody was like, I was like, because I'm a professional.
Yep.
So, popping into the chat. Hello, we have an Andy just trying to get the novella groove back. Moon, hello. Thank you for suffering through my previous stream. Moon will be minimally productive. We have an Amanda. We love Amanda's. Hello, lovely people. Amanda got a random wave of inspiration and might be productive today. It could happen. We're very excited.
Stranger things have.
Strange. Now I'm having Stranger Things flashbacks.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a placeholder in case Sako shows.
Okay.
Mostly because that way, when I share a comment, it'll move me up.
Okay.
I don't know why it doesn't do it with only 2 people, but I enjoy not looking like I'm about to drown underwater.
Yeah. We enjoy your comments. We just don't enjoy them covering us.
It's true.
It's making it look like, we're hiding behind the wall of words.
Right. So on my to-do list, I have the most important thing any kitty mama can do on Gushy Food Day, which is to provide Catechus with his gushy food, despite a frustrating night in which did you know that if you make your mama bleed on 3 limbs, you're not invited for bedtime snuggles?
I had not known that. We may have to tell Rocket that in our household, because he does have a tendency of getting overly enthusiastic and drawing blood.
Yeah, we were doing a little bit of playtime and he kept escalating and escalating, and I was like, I think we're done, and he's like, grrr. So like nothing bled for more than 30 seconds, so it wasn't super severe. I don't need like stitches or anything, but I definitely, took rubbing alcohol or ethanol or I don't know, the clear liquid that burns when you clean the wound so that I could get all the kitty germs out.
Yeah. So could be isopropyl or ethanol, depending on what you're using. But
I either have isopropyl or witch hazel. I think I own them both, so I don't know which one I grabbed. But it cleaned the wounds.
I think those all work, but
so Exactly. And I've been working on editing my space fantasy. I've been bragging since Friday after I put in another 3 hours on getting my timeline straight. I have my timeline
Yeah.
straight. So, like, the person on the casino travels at a consistent rate for the most part and ages a consistent amount, whereas, our red panda space detective goes this way, which
Mhm.
is 2/3 the speed of that one, and then he gets off on a planet, which is 1/3 the speed of that, and our gambler is going this way, and then that way, and then this way. So like before Friday, I'd redone the timeline, right? And then I was like, wait, that's a really long time because in space time it was over 200 weeks. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's a little off for a rebellion unless it's not going well. Um, so so
Big
I look
big
at the time.
distances take a long time to travel,
It
so
really, really does, but my gambler doesn't interact with anybody until a set period.
yeah.
So have them be where they need to be when this person hears the thing and then work backwards. So my gambler starts in negative 56 weeks and everybody else starts on week 0.
Okay. No, just I mean, just not talking about your story, but just
Sure.
the logistics of an interstellar rebellion. It's like it may not matter if the Empire has got you completely outgunned as far as material. If they can't get enough to your planet in time, you can still throw them off and have a period of time where you can hold out and build up new resources because they have to gather ships together and then move them to onto target.
So it's not an imperial thing. There's the issue,
Yeah,
the guild controls the planets and the rebels are like, we would like resources and job opportunities. Excuse me."
like I said,
Um,
not talking about your story in
sure, sure,
particular,
sure.
but just
Yeah, yeah,
any
yeah.
kind of space rebellion in general, just because
Yeah.
the distances and
Mhm.
the way it messes with time when you're moving at different relativistic speeds.
Yeah. So while I did all the math, like all the math,
Yes.
I am wiggling physics in several directions, which is, the characters on the ship are slowing down at one point, so they both arrive at the same point at the same time, which
Right.
should not happen if they were going at consistent speed. Even relative to the speed of light, they're definitely slowing significantly down. And secondly, I have communications take whatever the travel in weeks is in hours. So like communication should not be able to go faster than light, but we're going to wiggle our fingers and say quantum entanglement or
Yeah. Something.
wormholes.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't want it instantaneous. And the third thing I'm totally throwing out on physics is that my galaxies are too close together. You shouldn't be able to hit 5 within 9 years.
Galaxies or solar systems?
Solar systems,
Okay.
sorry. Solar
Yeah.
systems.
Galaxies, that's a whole different realm of magnitude.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's all straightened out and everything like that. And I have so many different like columns. My friend's favorite column is my first one, which is the quote unquote actual effing timeline regarding casino.
Okay.
And then the next column is space time.
Okay.
And then I have a column for aged in weeks next to the character. So like as the character's chapter shows up, how much older are they than when they started, right? And then
Hmm.
I have the location and then ship time to casino for communication reasons and space time to casino for travel reasons and space time to the planet that the red panda detective gets off on for communication reasons, and then the scene, so I know like what's going on. And
Yeah,
yeah,
that's I'm impressed that you're doing all this ton of math.
I was losing track and I wasn't being consistent, and
Mhm.
I was like, I don't understand the scope of what's happening. I need to get that sorted. So, especially since one of the conflicts with my red panda detective is his parents didn't want to lose time with him. They live half as long as humans, and if a loop takes 9 years for them and 3 years for them and 9 years for you, that's, I mean,
Yeah,
6
you're
years is a significant portion of your life.
if you're staying put and your parents are moving around, it's like you'll be older than them soon.
Yeah, yeah. And they have some trauma built in from, like, seeing their siblings and stuff, die of old age. They've been on the ship for a while, you know? So that's the big conflict he gets to deal with when he gets back on the ship.
Yeah.
That and also other things, spoilers. Um, but I had to know how much older he was so it would make sense, and I also needed to know how much time had passed on the ship so I knew how long out my
Mhm.
my security chief was from being shot in the chest. How healed is he? 2 weeks
Right.
healed? A month healed? So I have it straight. I have a timeline. So earlier today, I spent straightening out some of the earlier chapters that lead into it. Now that I have a firm relative timeline for the different characters, so that's what I've been working on. Um, I started at chapter 26, and then I jumped back, and now I'm back up to chapter 26. But I do need to finish updating my outline because I
Mhm.
created the outline after I finished. I created it back in January, and I've
Right.
rewritten a couple of those chapters.
And you've redone the timeline at least like 3 or 4 different times, so
I
I'm sure
mean, the
you've
relative timeline for the characters is the same, except my gambler's starting point, but everything else. I, I mean, the order of events never changed.
Mhm.
Okay, no, one thing happened before another thing in one instance.
Right.
So,
But in
but
terms of getting them all synced up so
right,
that
right.
everyone's in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing that, changed timeline-wise is our red panda detective had to hire a lawyer for our gambler rather than the gambler getting, the pro bono lawyer.
Mhm.
So, we needed to have that discussion one scene sooner. But, like, other than that, I mean, the timeline's been pretty consistent.
Cool.
I have a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
So so yeah. I don't know why I like 3 better than 1 or 2.
As far as storylines to go have going at the same time,
Yeah.
I don't know, it braids?
It it hurts my brain a lot.
Yeah,
Although with my urban fantasy, at least they are all in the same city.
yeah,
There is no relative time
yeah.
difference. So so yeah. Let me pop into the comments real quick.
Go.
Amanda says that sometimes biscuit making has gotten too serious and the bakery gets closed for mama recovery. Did you know that was an option? That sometimes mamas close the biscuit making factory? I mean, the,
I
there there is a reason there are blankets on every sofa so that when he does the kneading on my lap, it's on this fuzzy blanket and not on my lap because my flesh is weak.
I know Key has had that problem with Rocket a couple times. Um,
So so yeah. And let's see. Andy says that they had one kitten, Lily, who attacked Lisa's toes, but none of the others have been that aggressive. Still only week 2 with the new kittens. Um, so we'll be happy when they roughhouse. Yay.
yeah, Key has had we have both had problems where we've been like sitting here with a foot
Mhm.
sticking off the edge of the couch and Rocket will get excited and first he will try to bring toys up onto the couch with us to play with us with the toys.
Sure.
And if he's got like a string with something attached to it, he will drape it over our feet and then play with it, which will almost inevitably end up with him wrapped around our feet with all the pointy parts in. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that.
I,
I mean,
I'm
have
dealing with that much better than he has, despite the fact that I have got thinner socks because she's much more sensitive to being pierced like that.
sure, sure. As a fun fact, you shouldn't expose your feet if you didn't want him to play with them.
She has also had problems with him hiding underneath her skirt um, when he's feeling rambunctious and she's trying to get dressed to go somewhere,
Yeah.
and he will.
There's a reason I do not wear ankle-length skirts at my house.
Yeah.
If I go out, yes. If I stay in,
Well,
no.
she's trying to put it on so she can go out, and she's getting the cat
Yeah,
underneath
yeah,
attacking her. So,
sure. So, what are you working on today? I had audio script,
yep.
but
And
okay,
I'm gonna be working on the audio script. I've not put in the extra time for it, but I should. Although looking at the page count, I am like 2/3 done with the whole thing.
nice.
So if I can keep up the momentum, I'm hoping to be able to get this part of the thing wrapped up, and I'd be able to think more about moving on to the next step. Uh,
Sure.
but
Okay. That
yeah,
seems
no, that's my project for today. We were considering doing groceries, but she's tired, and I am doing better at lifting and carrying, but I don't think I'm quite yet to lift a crate full of groceries and pull it into the house quite
sure.
yet.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're gonna
Pace
try to
yourself.
do that tomorrow. Um,
Okay.
so I'm enjoying the fact that I have the freedom to say, let's do groceries tomorrow instead of I have to go to work tomorrow or we have to do them today.
Sure, sure. How's the healing going? How's the knee?
Um, the knees are doing better. I'm still having to use some of the pain meds, and
Mhm.
I kind of hope to be off of them by now, but um, I've been looking back at when I've been taking the medicine over the past week, and it's like, oh, I'm taking it less often, and some days I'm definitely doing better
Sure.
off the end of my pain meds than others. So I'm hoping that it's a sign that that the pain meds are going to drop off.
Okay.
Definitely doing better, and I'm building more strength in my knees.
Sure.
I'm able to go up and down stairs a lot more easily.
Yay.
Uh, Doing a lot more things without the cane, so I'm definitely making some good progress as far as healing. But
Sure. Yay. That sounds really promising. I'm glad to hear it.
and I just did writers group before this and looking at oh, next meeting's in September, and it's like, oh well, hopefully I will be able to go to the Ren Fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
But probably won't be before next meeting of Writers Guild, but
No.
hopefully after that meeting I will be able to spend a couple of days at the fair
Yay.
before I have to get ready for my book signing. But
Yay. Sorry. Big yawn. Oh. Okay. Amanda says that her kitten consistently tries to hide under her skirt and will make any length skirt ankle length. Oh my.
yeah,
That's some persistence level stuff
the
right there.
the other problem she has is when trying to put on the long skirt and trying to tie the waistband.
Mm.
The kitten decides that's a toy. Jump.
I mean, ribbons are ribbons, and ribbons are for kittens. Didn't you
Yep.
know that?
All strings must be played with.
Yeah, yeah. And all elastic hairbands must be hidden.
Mm.
They are Catechus's favorite. Luckily, scrunchies are a thing.
They're at least more difficult to hide, right?
No, 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 I'm saying he won't,
Oh,
chew through a scrunchie
he won't chew through a scrunchie. Okay,
like he will an elastic band,
yeah.
a bear
We've had at
elastic.
least one toy that has the bird the bird end chewed off of it because of chewing on the elastic band. Still has the bell, so it's like we've got a wand with a bell that the cats will go nuts for if we
So, we are 20 minutes in. Are you ready for a sprint?
I think so,
Okay, let's go ahead and get
'cause
started.
I need to get snacks during this sprint.
Right? We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Boom chakalaka laka. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, it is gushy food time. It is. And we're back. How was your sprint? You're eating. I'll go ahead and start. I did the most important thing any kitty mama can do on Gushy Food Day, which was, in fact, to give my kitty his Gushy food. He was quite pleased. When it comes to my space fantasy, I made it into chapter 27 after making sure that the summaries, straightening out a couple earlier summaries for chapters that got wiggled around a little. So yeah, it's coming together. And the timing makes sense for the story because before it was a little, wouldn't they have heard back already? But remember how I said that the time it takes the message to get there is how the hours to
The
weeks
weeks
it
turn
takes,
into hours.
right? But the rebels have cut off all communications outside, and so the messages have to be snuck in with the weekly supply ship. And by weekly, I mean monthly, almost monthly for the people off the ship, but weekly for the people on the ship. So that makes sense for the lag. So
Yep.
my timeline still works, but I had to wiggle it. Sorry, I was a little emphatic, and my cat is no longer napping on my foot.
Okay.
But I have a new follower, so thank you for the follow Angela. Love the name. Angela with an 2 extra A's and an HH because, sometimes you got to scream into the void. So, how was your sprint?
I was going to say, was it Angela or Angela?
Ah! Right?
Anywho, I made some good progress.
Sure.
This is a section that is got a lot of dialogue, so it's taken a bit.
Sure.
So I haven't quite finished the chapter, but I did go get some Chex Mix Bold for snacks.
Nice.
And hit the bathroom, and my wife came down to grab provisions and retreat up to her sanctum sanctorum. So I got to see Rocket for a little bit as he came down with her and then left with her.
I mean, I heard she needed supervision.
I'm pretty sure it's the allure of the mama lap is what's going on here. So
does mama sometimes also make treats appear?
Yeah, she's been doing most of the feeding for him, so I'm absolutely not surprised that they have chosen to bond with her. But
With my ex, we got a cat to keep him company while he was job hunting. Officially, I don't even know. Anyway, so we made it so that I was in charge of feeding so that, there would still be some level of bonding and excitement with mama.
Well,
oh, wait, not to keep him company, to make sure he wasn't talking to himself.
Okay. But I have noticed that Rocket has already, well, they have mild curiosity in human food. I have noticed that Rocket has already noticed that when human is walking around carrying something in their hand, it means there's food in that something, and he must know what is on it.
I mean, inspections must happen.
Inspections must happen. Yeah.
So do you feel like he is a curiosity killed the cat? Just wanting to know what's going on? Like, is it YOLO or is it supervision?
He is.
Sorry, not YOLO. Like FOMO. That one. FOMO.
He is more of curiosity killed everyone in the room.
Sure.
He is cute furry chaos. Chase is much more curiosity. I mean,
sure.
We got stainless steel fountains for them.
Yes,
which seem to be working much better than any of the other fountains that we've.
That's what I have with the 5 parts, so they reassemble and go in the dishwasher easy.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's got a pump that sits on top of the thing. It's got a stainless steel bowl and a stainless steel deck, and then the filter goes underneath.
Yeah, the filter always goes underneath.
It what's in the bowl goes through the filter and then into the reservoir to keep the reservoir cleaner, so there's
Sure.
less stuff growing in it.
Yeah.
Um, but Chase will go and stare at the fountains endlessly. And it's like they fascinate him for some reason.
Catechist is also a fan of watching water flow, but he likes to insist that I need to turn on the bathroom sink.
Mhm.
But I think I've mentioned before, I only ever turn on the hot water for him, so he thinks that faucets always get hot and he'll wander off on his own
Okay.
without mama having to be like, I think we're done here.
But
Mhm.
Chase is also one for staring out the window. He loves to get in the window and watch what's going on outside.
I mean, supervise.
Yeah. He will supervise the neighborhood, not so much us though.
Okay. Would you I said supervision, but, would you call it more supervision or would you call it more, FOMO? He doesn't wanna miss out on what's happening.
Chase is more supervision and Rocket is more FOMO.
Okay.
He does not want to miss out on what's going on.
Sure, sure. That
Uh,
makes sense.
I've always joked that Maine Coons follow people around because they want to be where the action is, and that definitely describes Rocket.
Sure.
If I'm down here moving around and Kia's upstairs, she may be the mama, but I'm where the action is. So
I mean, something's happening. You need
yeah.
supervision. So, yeah, I think part of the catechist being so wound up last night was, my roommate was away this weekend, so
Mhm.
he only had one person to supervise for, like, 3 days. So, you know, and mama's kinda boring and left the house. Ooh, 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 I have a new, RPG game I'm playing.
Oh, what are you playing?
So, cause our Gamma world, we got to a certain point, we finished exploring the, like, tower,
Hmm.
um, and the next, like, segment of the adventure was, building a spaceship to go to the, like, islands of man or something like that.
Hmm.
Sanctuaries of man? I don't even remember. Um, which would make sense with most parties, but, we we were 3 plants, an octopus, and a human. So,
Okay.
it d most of our, characters did not really have the motivation,
Hmm.
and I was talking to our DM, and I was like, "Hey, look, I understand that's next on the list. We either need to go in a different direction, or you need to give us an escort quest, because we're not gonna do it on our own."
Hmm.
A mushroom, a whomping willow, a morning glory vine, and an octopus have no interest in going to an alien or a off planet human settlement. Cities
But
of Man, that's what it's called.
you
The
said
Cities of
you said
Man.
that there was a human in the party. One
One.
human in the party. So the
We
octopus and the plant contingent there are going there to see about getting a mate for their pet human.
Uh, there are some humans, and he is very much into being pure strain. There was a thing that, a machine that would give you another mutation, and he noped out on that.
Mm,
So, but yeah, only humans are really recognized as sentient beings by robots.
okay.
Um, so so when we ran into robots, we or security bots, there was some level of
You had to put him up front and
Or or they didn't see us as a threat until we started attacking.
this
Um,
this can be useful. No.
right, right? So there was the human versus non-human contingent, and then there
Mhm.
was the meat versus plant contingents.
Okay.
So, but our new game is Draw Steel, which was a Kickstarter. One of the players from the old one was like, "Hey, why don't we try this? I've been wanting
Mhm.
to run it for a while." It is not fully complete. I was looking into being a psionic with the power to manipulate matter,
Okay.
but that particular branch was not fully fleshed out. They had the telepathy and like a couple of the other
Right.
um um the moving things with your brain, that one.
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis and one other that were fleshed out, but the others were a little more wiggly. Um but so it's you've got a lot of choices to make because you have to decide on like what environment you came from and like all this stuff. So we have a I'm a revenant, but I had to pick a base species because you can't just be like a zombie. You have to, or a, sentient zombie. You have to have had a species before. So I am a devil revenant, summoner of elementals, which is the circle of storms, right?
Okay.
And we have an actual live devil who is an elementalist whose element is void. I haven't
Okay.
read into that one. We have a high elf who wanted just enough devil so their eyes would glow. They're like back like 20 year or
Oh,
20.
what, just enough tiefling to give me a special effect, right?
Exactly. Who is a troubadour who is like uh powered by drama.
That's a bard.
Right. If they die, they get like 10 drama points and they need 30 to like resurrect or whatever, right? So they might
Right.
already have them or other players can be full of drama or whatever. So where I work off of essence, which comes from victory points and stuff like that. So it's a weird system where most of your things are either you have the skill or you don't.
Mhm.
And for your abilities, mine go from -2 to 2. So it feels almost more like D&D modifiers rather than
Yeah,
base
I
stat.
was gonna say it's like it's more of a benefit or penalty than actual stats, but
Yeah. So it's a completely different system. And as a summoner, I had extra character sheets because I have minions,
Mhm. Oh, lovely.
right? I'm very excited to have minions. I have like elemental moats and like
Mhm.
MOTE, not like
Right.
ditches around a castle.
Indeed.
And I got a stone golem effectively, and I got an ashy, sooty,
Mhm.
basically phoenix. And I got a sand monster.
Mhm.
Because I am a revenant and also an academic.
Mhm.
So I did not want to take the fire ones that, like, when the elemental gets destroyed, it sets the square or the 5 squares around it on fire.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
I'm like, no.
This 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 could be good, but it could also be problematic.
Exactly, and we have an
Unless, of
orc.
course, it kills off the bard so he can resurrect himself at the most dramatic moment. Uh,
Right, right. So we also have an orc who is a fury, so basically a barbarian, who is a reaver, so, like, it's a runner jumper thing? I don't even know. So
Mhm.
but, like, they give you inciting incident options and, like, uh, perks, and then there's, like, almost like White Wolf where you have a detriment, but it comes
Right.
with a offset. So like I have a curse of caution because I ticked off a hag by being you know, hasty in my youth. And so the benefit is like if somebody goes before me in a round, I have like benefits against getting hit,
Mhm.
but I move one slower. So out of
So
5.
it
So
sounds like you've got an interesting system
it's
to learn. You're just getting started. Yeah,
it's a lot. We spent 3 hours on character creation.
that's kind of typical.
In
But
in our defense, the GM had printed out all of the
Mhm.
materials because it was a Kickstarter, and
Mhm.
he had at home the material to like spiral bind them, right?
Right.
And he made a separate book for each of the different character classes.
Mhm.
So a lot of, especially like at least the first hour, was all of us looking at different books and looking at the 3 to 5 different builds each of them have.
Mhm.
Because as a summoner, I could have gone summoning fae or summoning as a necromancer or summoning demons, but
Right.
I went with the elemental, you know. So So some of it was exploring the different paths. And as I said, I almost went with the psionic with the manipulating matter, but
Mhm.
once I got into it, I realized they didn't have any specific powers for that after first level because
Ugh.
it wasn't fully fleshed out. So like there was a lot of time reading, and then every time you thought you were done with character creation, it's like, oh, and there's perks, and there's detriments, and there's
Yeah.
one more thing. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I'm excited to explore the world.
Okay.
But anyway, the timer went off quite a while ago before I
Timer went
was.
off. We haven't gone to the comments yet. So,
Oh my gosh, yeah. Sorry, I'm excited about the
yep.
game. So Andy got 329 words because he is a typing writing machine.
Mhm.
And Amanda added 209 words, but had to write out the plan for the scene first so she didn't lose her spot. As someone who just spent like a month working on timelines, I get it.
Yep.
I totally get it. So, okay, are
So
we ready?
I am
Oh,
seeing another comment
huh.
from Andy that is only showing up in the portrait version, not in the landscape version.
That is
Says we had
interesting.
one kitten, Lily, attack Lisa's toes,
Oh,
but no
no, that was an earlier
oh,
comment.
earlier? Okay.
Yeah, I shared that
That is
one
weird
earlier.
that it is stuck there.
I don't know. That was before the break, though.
Okay. Yeah, that actually, now that I look at the rest of it, it looks like
Oh,
some of the
the
comments are
the
stuck.
chat is upside down. The chat
Yeah.
is upside down on the vertical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Nope, that's fine. I noticed it earlier today.
I had not noticed that. Okay.
So
I'm
anyway,
better now. We can get started.
right? Oh, speaking of, I was telling Doc just before the stream, I think many of you have remembered me ranting about how my Bluetooth keyboard was not working very well, and a couple of the keys just weren't syncing, and I couldn't figure it out. Apparently, the QWE are like Bluetooth toggle keys or something like that. And I had apparently turned on the Bluetooth toggle. So all I had to do was hit the FN button and the key I wanted to work again. And now I have my E's back and my W's back. So I can use the Bluetooth keyboard when my cat is sitting on my regular keyboard, which is good because I recently put it's on a stand. It's always been on a stand, but I had it more upright so I wasn't leaning down so low. I'm trying to work on my neck. So anyway, it's a fix in case your Bluetooth keyboard suddenly stops working on like 3 particular keys. So yeah, Andy said his last comment was about the word count, and now he's got to pick up some delivered office supplies. Awesome. And we have a Cora. I mean,
Yay!
it's a lazy Sunday afternoon. We don't count you as late. We're just happy you're here.
Yep.
So let us know what you're working on, but we're about to jump into a sprint like 10 minutes ago. So are you ready?
Just need to reset the clock.
Nah. It's only 20 seconds in. I don't care. I'm just gonna start.
All right.
Cause I have to go into settings and it's annoying. You
It's
can't
up
just
to
go back.
10 seconds, but
So
it's
okay, in 3, 2, 1, boom. Oh, minute and 20 seconds. Sorry. And we're back. I'm not sure why I didn't hear that chime, but the sprint just ended. So, how was your sprint? Oh, you're chewing. So I had a pretty decent sprint. I'm almost done going through chapter 27. I had to completely redo a whole conversation because it was talking about things we don't know yet, like that the ship's slowing down, because for them, it's only been 2 weeks. So they shouldn't notice for a couple more weeks because the slowdown is starts slow and escalates as they get closer. I muted you earlier. Sorry about that.
No,
Go ahead.
it's a logarithmic deceleration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I see that Cora, I already tossed her on the chart,
Yep.
was working on video editing, and you?
I finished chapter 26 and got through 27, and it started on chapter 28. So I'm making up for slowness in the first sprint. So
Yay! I'm pleased to hear it. So Andy got another 250 words, distracted by various things, but now it's dinner time for the kittens. Have fun and give them little pettings from me, little pettings for the kitties.
little pettings because they're little kittens.
Yes.
Although his kittens are older than my kittens, so
They're still kittens.
yeah. I don't know. Chase, we think that they underestimated Rocket's age. I'm sorry, we think they overestimated Rocket's age and underestimated Chase's age. It's like he's supposed to be 6 months old, but he looks like a full-grown cat already.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other one's still a baby.
Yeah, other one's still a baby, but he's growing.
Oh, they do that really fast for the first 6 months. So, Cora got through 5 minutes of video and is trying to figure out where she is. She took a nap earlier today. Fair enough. So, I paused the countdown. I don't even know.
Oops.
So, anyway.
So we're done when we're done and we'll start anew.
Well, I figured when, we finished catching up because we want to squeeze in one more, I think.
This is true.
So, and we barely have 25 minutes left.
Yeah, we started a little bit late, but
so, my sprint snacks of the day were some baked Lays, and as per usual, my dark chocolate Lindt truffles. So
that's what I should have grabbed some M&Ms and thrown them in here. Have a little sweet
I saw a thing about a guy accidentally Pavloving his friend with M&Ms.
Pavloving his friend?
His friend was trying to learn the state capitals of all the states in Brazil.
Okay.
And the guy who was training him was from Brazil and was, had some M&Ms and was snacking on them. And like when he got one right, he would give his friend an M&M. And when his friend got it wrong, he would eat an M&M.
Okay.
So this goes on for, I don't know, a week or so. And then he decides to see what happens if he goes and gives everyone else in the room, because he's in a frat, an M&M and not give one to that one guy, right? And the other guy starts like listing all of the different Brazilian capitals, just like, this is the trick that gets me the M&Ms.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, let's do a sprint. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yay! Amanda got 358 like a writing machine and is starting the next chapter with betrayal. Insert evil laugh here. I like my evil laugh. You can do yours. Go ahead. Have I told you about my sister's evil laugh?
No, and I don't think I've experienced it myself.
My sister believes that an evil laugh that is a cute little giggle is scary.
in the right circumstances, she would be right. Uh,
Exactly. For those who don't know, I am an identical twin, and I am the evil twin, but it's a relative scale. So, like, if this was good and this is evil, this is my sister and this is me. At
yeah,
least I think I'm that good. Meh. Um, so on the relative scale, I'm not near evil, but I am more evil than her because the bar is on the ground.
yeah.
So, ha! Amanda likes both of our laughs.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you. So, okay. Actual sprint. Actual sprint.
Actual sprint.
Okay. Three, two,
We've got just
1,
barely enough time.
go. And we're back. How was your sprint?
I did pretty good. I have gotten done with chapter 29 and into chapter 30.
Sweet.
So I'm like in the last 5 chapters of the book. So
Nice.
I'm very happy that I'm this close to getting this silly thing finished.
I hear that. I am definitely on chapter 29 without having to cycle back to and I skimmed through 27 and 28 and tweaked a couple things. So I'm not counting it as edits, so I'm not like giving myself the word count, but like it was progress and I'm very happy about it.
Cool.
So yeah, for those who don't know, which is most of you, I'm on chapter 29. I have written out through chapter 33, but at least one of those needs to be completely rewritten because we're no longer traveling on a medic ship. And then I need to write 6 more chapters so I can friggin' finish the story.
Cool.
So, but I have a timeline, I have a plan. Okay, no, I have a direction. I don't know that I have a plan. I just have poker game, shenanigans,
Mm-hmm.
happily ever after. So, let me pop into the comments and see how y'all did. Obviously, Doc cheered for himself, and we share in that cheering.
Yep.
Hey, Dr. Obscure. I don't know if you've been to my channel before, but hello and welcome. If so, I'm sorry I forgot. Dr. Obscure says, I'm 116 minutes late, but I have a good excuse working on a follow-up article on Claire Noto. Oh, nice, with her participation. Snaps. Good lazy afternoon to you as well. So, Cora is just adding music to her video editing and is done. Nice, nice. Well done. Dr. Obscure says, great work, gang. I didn't mean to come in at the worst possible time when everybody was on the sprint. That, unfortunately, was our last sprint of the day. We usually go from 4:30 to 6:30 Eastern time here in the States. And I started streaming at 1. So I have roommates who might want to like go in the kitchen. Oh, yeah. I have seen the comments. Yes. So, thank you. Yeah, for some reason live stream and then channel comments are in 2 separate memory categories in my brain. They're in different folders, okay? I like folders. I have a friend who hates categorization, but like I exist on categorization. I mean, you should see how many folders that my inbox has in my email.
Okay.
So Amanda got another 181 words in and is mid-character argument, so that's fun. Nice. Oh, how do I not even have Amanda on here? There we go. Because you said you were inspired, but I didn't know what sort of project it was. Okay, so I'm going to check off Amanda for writing. I'm going to check off Cora for video editing. I'm checking Andy off because he got like over 500 words.
Mm-hmm.
And I made some solid progress on my space fantasy. Woot!
Yay!
I did not work on my romance handouts, so let me undo that check mark. So I will be giving on the 19th of August a writing romance workshop for the Maryland Writers Association.
Oh, cool.
And I will be giving the teen version at WorldCon over the last weekend of August. And I need to have my handouts in. So I'm a little confused because for the teen stuff, the comment at the end of the like class description and stuff said for the participant, like in the participant view, that like I needed to have my handouts in by the 9th for them to print out. But like on the general email, it said bring your handouts with you. So I don't know if they wanted to vet them or if different people have different information. But in any they're due today. So I will be working on that. And I think the ones for the teenagers is like I have the middle school version of this workshop, I have the adult version, and now I have to split the difference and do the teen version.
Mhm.
So it's going to take a little finagling, but I'm excited about bringing that and being able to offer stuff, for that category of, I think there should be more things aimed at teens at the sci-fi conventions. So I really want to support that. So anyway, who are you? Where can we find you? And let's peace out.
I am Doc Coleman. I write steampunk comedy adventure. If you're interested in finding out more about me and my writing, just go to your favorite search engine and search for Doc Coleman Steampunk, and that will help you find my webpage at doccoleman.com. It'll also help you find my Amazon author page where you can see samples of all the books that I've currently got in print and decide if they're going to be right for you or somebody that you love.
Okay. And I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I am a blogger, vlogger, and podcaster of writing tips and writerly musings. I've got one short story out there, and you can find me everywhere as Morgan Hazelwood, except Twitter, because bleep Twitter. Although I didn't delete my account, so nobody else can post trash with my name. So I have a red bubble shop with like ADHD badges and like writerly swag and stuff like that. And my podcast episode for tomorrow is hopefully prepped by my sound guy. I can't change tabs right now. But anyway, on Mondays, I usually, assuming my sound guy has uploaded it, have podcasts coming out. So yeah, I can't switch tabs. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. I tried to close there was a confirmation window open. So
those darn modal dialogues.
So tomorrow should be getting started with audio book narration. It is not prepped, so I will be nudging my sound guy. And this week's was We're Number 2, so we try harder, talking about sidekicks. The week before was family structures and science fiction, and the week before that was writing the sex scene in non-erotic works. So Dr. Obscure asked, Catechus isn't getting a bio. It's sad to see how Doc and Morgan have let stardom change them.
Catechus gets top billing.
He is curled up behind my laptop right now. So if you want to like toss money in my tip jar, all the food or the money goes to keeping him in treats and gushy food. So and I gave a semi-regular blood sacrifice last night, so I need to reset the counter on the fridge. So anyway, thank you all for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. We will be back here same time, same place next week.